season 6. We are now technically, if you want to say season 5, but we're technically in the Comedy Central run of Futurama, which is very hit and miss for a lot of Futurama fans. Of course, they had a lot of things. The Futurama staff had to take a bit of a cut, obviously, to get all the actors back. They were even going to plan to, swap out all the actors: Billy West, John DiMaggio. Fucking everyone was going to get replaced. A handful of writers came back, but not everyone, and really it just felt like Futurama lost a lot of its oomph. Yeah. Anyway, bad episodes. The Da Vinci Code, in which is a parody on Leonardo da Vinci, and a parody on the Da Vinci Code. That Damn Cat, in which it's basically just trying to hype up on the meme craze that cats were on about. Responsible Differences, a lure-centered episode. There was also one episode in the original run, the lure-centered episode, in which they try and cut off Fry's penis. That one, Spanish Fry. So there you go. The Futurama Holiday Spectacular, holiday special, the Christmas special, in which it just wasn't very good. Law and Oracle, a parody on Law and Order. Pretty good twist, but just didn't click. Your Leela Leela episode, didn't really like it. I fucking hate that episode. And Newtopia, which is the Battle of the Sexes episode, and just a pretty shitty sexist episode. Just didn't really like it. Decent episodes: In Agada de Leela. That's the one where Leela is just documenting these creatures' lives and making it into a TV series. Attack of the Killer app, which has probably the best Futurama meme, shut up and take my money, but just doesn't feel like Futurama, They do have a pretty good concept on the iPhone being an actual literal iPhone, but it's just too much, really. It just doesn't feel Futurama, just a parody something from the 20th century into a 31st century. But yeah, they do all right with it. A Clockwork Origin, pun on a Clockwork Orange. I can't even remember what happened in this episode. The Prisoner of Bender. I can't remember what even happened in that episode. Moby Dick parody. In space, basically, that's the episode. Fry and the Eggman. I can't remember that episode. All the President's Heads, in which they go back to the American Revolution to try and stop the British, but in turns they end up letting the British win. Sorry, America. Fuck my British ancestors and all that shit. But they end up saving it in the day. Cold Warriors, in which we learned that the common cold, which has been eradicated apparently in the 31st century, ends up coming back and they have to quarantine Fry. Good episodes: Rebirth, the season premiere in which we get introduced to everyone dying from Into the Wild Green Yonder. But they all come back and it's all pretty good. Proposition Infinity, which is the let's get humans and robots to have relationships episode with Bender and Amy. Lethal Inspection, in which is a Bender and Hermes episode, which is a really fucking good episode, in which Bender learns that he doesn't have a backup unit, so if he dies, he's done for. And I just love the bond he has with Hermes. It's really cute and sweet. The Late Philip J. Fry, another really fucking powerful centered episode in which they travel forward in time. And Leela thinks Fry's bombed him off, but he ends up being, on time. The Mutants Are Revolting, a mutant-centered episode, really good one. The Silence of the Clamps, in which it's the only swear word in the entire Futurama series, with Dr. Zoidberg shouting, "I'm John fucking Zoidberg." A really good one. Silence of the Lambs parody is obviously the title. Benderama. Bender just has all these little things and he's, grey goo, and it's amazing just seeing all these little tiny benders just wreak havoc. The Tip of the Zoidberg, in which we learn of the Professor and Zoidberg's relationship and connection with each other. Ghosts in the Machine, in which Bender dies and infects every piece of technology to haunt Fry. Overclockwise, in which Bender becomes a god from overclocking his CPU, his processor. And Reincarnation, which is the season 6 finale and could have been another series finale for Futurama, but a pretty good one as well. And that brings us on to the final season, season 7.